We spend a lot of time on this channel looking at what's above ground, the trails, the overlooks, the tracks left behind. But today we're asking a different question. What's under us? Across the US, there are stories that refuse to stay buried. Stories of vast hidden networks and government facilities designed to survive the unthinkable. It's not all just urban legend. We know about places like Mount Weather in Virginia or the Raven Rock complex. These aren't just basements. They are underground cities, hardened against EMPs and built to keep the gears of the country turning if the surface ever goes dark. We have to wonder, if they're building down there, what do they know that we don't? Now, the backdrop that I'm showing you isn't some secret government facility. It just puts in perspective how massive these structures that they can build underground and how intricate they can make the infrastructure. When we talk about a true collapse scenario, we usually think about our bug out bags and our local terrain. But on a national level, this is the bug out plan. Places like the Seattle Underground, an entire city buried in the 1800s, show how easily we can build right over history and forget it's there. Then you have the deeper modern mysteries, like the strange construction that's going on at the Denver airport. While the surface deals with the chaos, these facilities are designed to maintain a shadow infrastructure. From a class perspective, these are the only places that stay plugged in when the rest of the world goes dark. It's a sobering thought. While we're prepping, tending to our gardens and our homesteads, a whole different level of survival is happening right beneath our feet. So we're moving through the main artery now. Look at the markings on the wall. Look how big these columns are. This doesn't appear on any GPS. These roads underneath the earth are a literal maze. You get into the deeper mysteries here, like the rumors of massive bunkers carved into the Ozark Mountains. People report hearing strange hums, unmarked black SUVs on remote Forest Service roads, and ventilation shafts appearing in the middle of nowhere. Is it just utility work, or is there a shadow world operating beneath our hiking boots? You start to realize that if the surface ever became uninhabitable, life down here wouldn't just continue, it would thrive. It's a self-contained ecosystem of concrete and steel. From a class standpoint, the underground represents the ultimate shelter, but it also represents the ultimate trap. If you're down here, you're safe from the elements and the civil unrest, but you're also at the mercy of the system that built it. You have no autonomy here. You're trading freedom for a high-tech fortress. You're 100% dependent on artificial life support. Power goes down and the air scrubbers fail. This sanctuary becomes a tomb in hours. The loss of self-reliance is the biggest risk of all. Who controls the air you breathe if it all collapses? As we move through this underground facility, look at the scale. These facilities are about the long night, a prolonged multi-year collapse event. They're designed to hold millions of tons of self-stable food and medical supplies for a timeline we don't even like to think about. Every pallet coming off these trucks is a brick in a wall built against the end of the world. It's the industrial scale of prepping. While we're rotating our 3 months food supply at home, these places are managing decades of survival resources. It's a level of readiness that most people can't even fathom. We're coming up on the loading dock now. Every echo you hear isn't hitting trees, it's bouncing off solid limestone. We've reached the end of the line for the shipment, but the questions are just beginning. This is where the mystery becomes a functional survival reality. If you ever doubted that there was a world beneath your feet designed for the worst case scenario, I hope this video gave you a new perspective. Next time you're out on the trail and you feel a vibration under your feet that doesn't quite match the wind or the water, just remember, the earth has layers, and some of them might have lights on. From Raven Rock to the tunnels beneath Seattle, the world is much deeper than it appears. Stay safe, stay prepared, keep your eyes open. I'll see you on the next one. This is Isaac for SE Wolverines, signing off.
SE.